All right, so before you watch the rest of this video, I want you to go through and practice all of these yourself. I want you to try every single one of them, and when one looks difficult, you don't just stop and say, okay, I'll just look back on the video for Mr. White. I want you to try all of these yourself. This is practice. You already know how to do these things. I just know that parallel lines and transversals are pretty difficult, especially when I'm teaching it remotely online. So I want to just cover those. So I'm not going to do 1 through 4. Those are pretty self-explanatory. 5 as well, 6 as well. I'm really going to cover ones like 7. Okay, so this will be like a really, really short video probably. If L is parallel to M, then find the values of X and Y in the diagram below. So pretty much all that's happening here is we know that these two lines are parallel. So that means that this is a transversal. And I could do a lot better at that line. There we go. So that's a transversal. So anytime you have a transversal, if you are doing this online, you may not be able to do this. But if you have it hard copy, or even want to just draw it out on a scrap sheet of paper, if you draw out that and bold it, that will really help you visualize it. Eventually you will not need that and you can just kind of pick up on it. But now you can really see the differences between these. So you see that this 5x minus 8 right here is the same as this angle, right? So those are alternate interior angles. That's the biggest thing you need to know here. You put that 5x minus 8 in here, set all those equal to, or add those up and set them equal to 180, plug it back in for x, and then you know that this line is a straight line, so that'll be 180, and that's how you can find the y. So I just kind of want to explain that. Excuse me. And then also a couple of these, sometimes people get stumped on the verbal expressions when changing them to algebraic expressions. So in triangle ABC, well, the very first thing I'm going to do is draw a triangle and label it A, B, C. If measure of angle A is 6 less than 7 times x, so in other words, less than or turnaround words, that 7 times x right there and the 6. Oh, geez. Let me just scroll down. There we go. What we're going to do is switch those. So the measure of angle A is 7x minus 6. The measure of angle B is 5 less than 3 times x, so that's 3x minus 5. And C is 5 less than 4 times x, which is 4x minus 5. All those will add together to give you 180. Nice and neat. Technically, you don't have to draw the diagram for that one. But that's because they gave you all 3 of them. You're never going to, go wrong for drawing out the diagram. It's never going to, hinder you from anything. So I would say still draw it out. In JKL, L is 13 more than K. So whatever they're comparing to, I'll let that be X. So if we have JKL, I'm going to let K be X. L is 13 more than that. So we're going to do X plus 13. And then J is 7 more than 6 times that. So that's going to be 6x plus 7. Add those all together, gives you 180. W is 5 less than twice this. So if we have W, X, Y, again, what they're comparing it to is going to be X. So Y is going to be X, which is confusing, but that's okay. W is 5 less than twice that. So we'll do 2x minus 5. And then for angle X, that's 21 more than that. So that will be X plus 21. Add those 3 together, gives you 180. In DEF, E is 1 more than 3 times F. So that means F is going to be our X. E is 1 more than 3 times that. 1 more than 3 times that, 3x plus 1. And D is 3 more than 7 times F. So D will be 3 more than 7 times that, 7x plus 3. I don't think that happens here. Or I don't think it happens here, but be very careful when they're comparing to another angle. You see how this is 13 more than K and it's 6 times K. 5 less than twice Y and 21 more than Y. And then 1 more than F and 3 more than 7 times F. Sometimes they'll say, hey, that's 1 more than F, but this one is 1 more than E, and they'll make you use this. I don't see that now. It's definitely something that we do in Math 3, but be very careful anytime you're looking for it or anything like that. So hopefully that helps. Really short video there. Really just want to highlight the parallel lines and transversals. If you do not understand that, feel free to shoot me an email, and I can just go back and do those videos if need be. But I also don't want to do them if nobody, thinks they need it. If everybody understands it well and we can just keep moving on, then that's perfectly fine. But I understand that was given out during the packets that you took home those first 2 weeks. And we covered it a little bit this week and last week, but just let me know, shoot me an email or in the weekly check-in or something like that. Let me know if you'd like